Ladies and gentlemen, folks of all flavors, welcome to another video from the Platypus King for TeamRankstar.com. Here I am. Set 4 is here, the fall of Argenport is upon us, and I am so excited to play with these Set 4 cards, such as Void Drummer. Man. Alright, so here's the deal. So what we got here is a Radiant Wisp Synergy Tribal deck. So, first and foremost, we got Soulbringer to bring back, just on summon, bring back a Wisp from your Void. Tribute, remember that's if a unit has entered your Void from anywhere, play 2 Wisps from your Void instead. It's not bringing them back to your hand, it's none of that. It's straight up put them into play. So that's very powerful. So we have Pathlighter, Ephemeral Wisp, Magenta Wisp, Nocturnal Creeper, and Void Drummer as the Wisps that we can bring back. We're probably not going to be bringing back Ephemeral Wisp with Soulbringer unless we have to. But Pathlighter, oh man, this thing gets huge. I've had one as big as like a 2020 before. So we have these Wisps. We have two different deadly ones. We got Pathlighter and Nocturnal Creeper to go with Zenith Initiation. That is our main source of removal. We should maybe even be playing one Twilight Hunt. But we have both of those. So usually I don't play Pathlighter out on turn 1 unless I have multiple or at least one Soulbringer in my opening hand. But for the most part, we want to try to get Tribute, which isn't impossible to get, it's fairly easy to get, to be honest. We just put Initiation on like a Nocturnal Creeper or even sometimes Ephemeral Wisp on turn 3. Kill the opponent's unit and then play out a 3/3 for 1. And then this thing just grows. And hey, if this thing has Killer, even better. It's just huge. And it's fantastic. It triggers its own Tribute. It's great. Alternatively, play Magenta Wisp on turn 2 and sacrifice it on turn 3 and play out Pathlighter. Or even on turn 4, play Magenta Wisp, activate it, sacrifice it, play Pathlighter. Lots of options here. Lots and lots of options. Void Drummer and Zenith Cultist. Zenith Cultist is like another Void Drummer. They have different strengths and weaknesses, but they're both fairly synergistic. I don't want to have the full 4 Zenith Cultists, but I really like what's going on here. Like, it turns your Ephemeral Wisps into real units, specifically the Cultists. Like, your opponent, even though it's already completely pointless for the most part to attack and make us chump with the Ephemeral Wisp, now they really just don't want to with Zenith Cultist. So that's a pretty nice synergy. I forgot to mention, we also have the other synergy with the 2 deadly Wisps with the Merchant. This is the main reason that we're playing this Merchant, the Shadow Merchant, is because it has deadly and therefore synergizes with the rest of the deck, and with the Initiations and the Dark Return, whatever, all that stuff. So that's why we're playing Corindon Merchant over the Time Merchant. Now, with Corindon Merchant, we get a couple of pieces of removal or whatever. We get in Cold Blood, we get a power. We'd have a power in here no matter what. I think that's just wrong not to, 9 times out of 10. We have the Banner, we have another Dark Return, we have one of Fearbinder, which I was playing with this card in the main, but it's a little clunky. But it's definitely a card that will win you games. You'll want to play this card. This is another reason that I chose the Shadow Merchant over the Time one, because I wanted to play with Fearbinder, and the times where you are going long and you want this type of recursion or whatever you want to call it. Fearbinder is insane. It's worth noting the Fear's Sum token that you get from Fearbinder costs 1, so you would be able to. It's very cheap and efficient to bring it back with Dark Return. Hey, if you played what is it, Shadowlands guy, the 3-drop that brings back a 1-drop? Hey, there's a reason to do it. Fearbinder. Then we got, of course, in Cold Blood. It's a good removal spell, and hey, we have the upside of just wiping out their deck, right? And then there's Slime Spitter Slug, wipe out the Air Force, whatever. Yeah, we just have a lot of Wisps that synergize with Initiation and Soulbringer to bring us so much insane value. Just 2 Banish, just a little bit of removal. 3 Devour, they synergize with Wisp and with Ephemeral Wisp and with our Tribute folks, Pathlighter and Soulbringer, and really, really great for us in that way. And Call the Deck. This is probably the best card that not a lot of people are talking about. Probably the best card in the new set, or at least up there. One of the most exciting new cards. So, anyways, that's enough jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and play some games.